enrichment program.
Friends, today is October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti Day. I deem it a privilege to greet all of you and wish a meaningful Gandhi Jayanti. We, the people of India, observe Gandhi Jayanti every year without fail and pay tribute to the Mahatma's memory. But persons like me, belonging to the generation of midnight's children, feel that Gandhi Jayanti celebration of late has become a matter of routine, done almost ritualistically. The general mood appears to be that because Gandhi is father of our nation, we are duty bound to observe his birthday, and so we do it. That was not so before. It may surprise you to know that when we were students, we observed and celebrated Gandhi Jayanti for a whole week, and the week was called Service Week. During the first few decades of our independence, our school infrastructure was very rudimentary, and so we devoted Gandhi Jayanti week to improve the school surroundings. Though the epicenter of the celebration was the school, it was not limited to the school community. The entire community around the school participated in the program, and it had all the fanfare of a local village festival. Though the enthusiasm visible on Gandhi Jayanti Day has been diminishing over the years and appears to be almost fading away in India, the relevance of Gandhi's message is becoming clearer and clearer and is being recognized by international community. I am sure you know that in 2007, the United Nations organization unanimously resolved to observe October 2nd as International Day of Nonviolence and Peace. It is reported that today more than 140 nations of the world observe Gandhi Jayanti Day as International Day of Nonviolence in a very meaningful manner. We must know the reasons why the UN decided to observe October 2nd as International Day of Nonviolence and Peace. The primary reason is to draw the attention of the nations of the world and their peoples to the danger of increasing violence around us. Statistics show that though big wars are decreasing, violent conflicts at the micro level are increasing exponentially. It is such increase in violent conflicts that compelled the United Nations to designate a particular day as the Day of Nonviolence and Peace in order to emphasize the relevance of nonviolence. And the United Nations organizations, in its collective wisdom, recognized that there was no day more suitable than Gandhi's birthday to be set apart as the Day of Nonviolence and Peace, and hence the unanimous resolution of the United Nations. In this context, I would like to draw your attention to the well-known statement in the preamble of the Constitution of UNESCO, which reads, "Since war begins in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed." I repeat, since war begins in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. This statement sounds like a Gandhian statement. It is worth remembering in this context that while the UNESCO Constitution was being drafted, Gandhi was consulted by Aldous Huxley, who was the secretary of the drafting committee of the Constitution of UNESCO. We know that Gandhi is recognized today, revered and followed all over the world as the apostle of nonviolence, and more precisely the architect of the method of nonviolent resistance which Gandhi christened Satyagraha. If we examine and classify Gandhi's writings, we can see that the two topics he wrote most extensively are removal of untouchability and nonviolence. Similarly, if we examine his Karma Yoga or saga of action, we can see that in almost every action, Gandhi was consciously trying to apply and expand the use and scope of nonviolence. Why did Gandhi give so much importance to nonviolence? If we want to know the answer and the rationale of this, we have to look back at his experience in Pietermaritzburg railway station in South Africa in 1893. I hope and believe that all of you who listen to me must have read about how and why Barrister M.K. Gandhi was thrown out of the first-class coach of the train in Pietermaritzburg railway station. It is important to note that Gandhi did not consider the attack as a personal attack. He reflected on this experience and came to the conclusion that the attack was nothing but an expression of racial discrimination, that is, discrimination on the basis of the color of the skin that lies at the structure of Western civilization. Young Gandhi identified racial discrimination as a structural problem and as violence. So according to Gandhi, there was violence and injustice in every structure and institution of contemporary civilization, social, economic, political, and cultural. Gandhi foresaw the dangers inherent in this structural violence. He wanted humanity to remove the structural violence through a conscious practice of nonviolence in all spheres of life. Otherwise, he feared that it will grow and engulf and destroy humanity. So right from those days, Gandhi started writing on the dangers of violence and warning people against violence and exhorting them to practice nonviolence. Gandhi suggested that the first step in that direction is that everyone must try to remove the tendency of violence within oneself by trying to be nonviolent in thought, word, and deed. This is the way to build defenses of peace within ourselves. We must also understand what Gandhi really meant by nonviolence. For Gandhi, nonviolence did not mean abstaining from committing physical violence. Gandhian nonviolence has a positive meaning, and that is active love. And by active love, Gandhi meant all-embracing and self-sacrificing love expressed in selfless service. It has been universally accepted that there is an inherent urge in all human beings to love and be loved. And every human being is endowed with the capacity to love. For Gandhi, it's a quality of the human soul or spirit. It has an inherent power to influence and impact others towards whom it is directed. Gandhi argued that human beings should identify, nurture, and develop this love force and use it consciously and conscientiously, because it is by such use that we will be able to resist, reduce, and remove violence from individual and collective life. Gandhi went a step further and said that we must try to make active nonviolence the central organizing principle of all human activities. That is the only effective way to counter the destructive power of violence that has infested modern civilization. This is the message of nonviolence of Mahatma Gandhi, the greatest exponent and practitioner of nonviolence of modern times. We Indians are really blessed to have such a great soul as the father of our nation. So, on this Gandhi Jayanti day, let us take a silent pledge to try to be nonviolent in thought, word, and deed, and use nonviolence or active love at all levels of our relationship, intrapersonal, interpersonal, and cosmic, and thus become worthy of the great Gandhian legacy. Thank you and wish you a great day.
Bhavika, a student enrichment program.